Hi everyone, welcome to Facebook Live at Holistic Apothecary. I'm Phyllis Bucci.
And I'm Kim Henderson.
And we want to welcome you on this beautiful winter solstice, which is the reason behind having the candles. The winter solstice is the day with the shortest amount of light in the year. So we're going to bring some light into your world, and our hope is that you bring some light into somebody else's world today. So make sure you're all burning candles today to bring that extra light in, since since the sun goes down a little shorter today. Anyway, so welcome to this. It's because the earth is the farthest away from the sun today.
Yeah.
And vice versa. However you say it. I don't know the details.
Right.
But anyway, so today we're talking about the magic in you and finding that magic and that belief that really sustains, I'm going to say, what becomes our strength at some point. And I know we're all dealt with stressful situations and things that happen, and sometimes they last for a long time, sometimes they're a short time. But how do you really hold on to your belief and your trust in your ability and your strength to withhold and stand up to anything you're dealt? How do we do that?
And if you can get a hold of this, this is your Christmas gift to yourself.
Yes, and
The week of
actually,
Christmas.
whatever holiday
Yep.
whatever holiday is respectfully what you celebrate, be it whatever, we want to send our holiday wishes out for
Everybody.
all of that. So, we're not going to get into politics or religion.
Hi, Jamie and Allison. Thanks for joining us again.
Thank
Every
you.
week, you guys are really faithful. We really appreciate it.
Yes, we
Merry
do.
Christmas.
Yes, we do. So, in being aligned with this topic, and just once again, really, really happy to know that in this 9-year, we're really bringing it to an end. And I know that everybody's feeling this feeling of everything really starting to rumble like a tumbleweed into the new year of 2017, when things are really going to come to us. We're going to be able to feel and know our alignment with the one creator, source, spirit. I'm going to share with you, not in detail, a situation that I've been really, I've had to dig really, really deeply into my soul, into my truth, and into my knowing to really sustain the last couple of years. For those of you that know me well, you know what this is. I brought my mother home to live with me a year ago, July. And it's been the most wonderful thing being able to have her in my home with my children who are grown in and out, and having family around. And what the dilemma has been, and I've been living with it every day, but being able to know that there's a power greater than us that is making this happen exactly the way it is. I mean, I've even had to defend myself, almost, not quite yet, due to unsubstantiated allegations, to keep my mom with me against family members who really believe she should be in Florida by herself in a nursing home. I'm sure all of you can understand wanting to have a parent, my mother has dementia, wanting to have a parent in the best situation you possibly can for whatever clarity moments there are to give them peace in that time. So having a family, having a business, having a world out there that I work with, and I really, really care about people, I have had to really dig deep and find a love and a strength and a determination that we all have. inside of us. And there are situations that will drive you to find this. And if you take that moment to say, just like I can change my mind about situations and decisions, I can change my mind right now to know that I have somewhere this strength to hold up everything I need to. And it's not without, and I will say this from the bottom of my heart, friends and support in many different ways from those closest to me who know my character. And I went like this. I have received so much love and so much support through this that there must be something really special that I have, that I am, and why don't I believe this about myself? And one day I just said, you know what? My dad always said to me, you're such a soldier. There's nothing in this world that you can't have or attain if you just put your mind to it. And some people say, well, how do I make it happen from here to there? You don't. Your intention and taking those first couple of steps, which really involves engaging your mind in seeing what you want to be the final outcome, but not being emotionally attached. Put it out there, see it like you want it. And I've really won the first hurdle, and that is there's already been a decision that my mother doesn't have to go back to Florida. It's taken, 17, 18 months, but last week, finally, I found out that she never has to go back to Florida. Now it's a matter of ironing out little details and other things. But if I didn't have the faith in knowing that I'm doing all the right things and my mom deserves to have this in this time of her life, and we deserve, to be able to have her with us, without believing in that everything that happens in such a timing. And we already talked about having patience.
Yeah.
I've done that, and having faith, and I do, but trusting that you are so deserving of what you're asking for is huge.
So that job that we're looking for, know that you have it already. That love of your life that we're looking for, know that you have found him already, and know for both those circumstances what it is that you're looking for. And we talk about that all the time, but it's the believing that you deserve it, and then it's the believing that it's really going to happen. And then every time we say, but you make it look so easy, and all these different things that we talk about, it's it's just like that whole just do it thing. And I think every time I think of that, like, what a great slogan Nike came up with. Because, like, seriously, just do it. Just know that you're doing it. And then the patience and all those things come in. But you do have this power. You have the power where you've made all these groups of friends, all this support system that you have, and suddenly, without, it's just going to be there. And then hopefully you'll know to acknowledge that it's actually happened that way. Because we tend to say, when something comes that you've been asking for from the universe, all of a sudden you'll be like, oh, that was going to happen anyway. No, seriously, it was you. It was you making that happen. It was you drawing it in. And for all the times that we don't have it, it's the lack and it's the unworthiness that we feel. So in all these lag time that you're thinking of, like, where's my job, where's my love of my life, in all of that time, to be doing this work on yourself is going to make it better, right?
Absolutely.
And happen faster, and then you'll have it and you'll appreciate it all the more.
That's right. That's right. And it's really just a matter of changing your thought when you look at that person in the mirror, and every morning get up and say, like, look at yourself in the mirror and say, you are so worthy, and you are so worthy of blessings that you haven't even asked for. Yeah. And I'm not a holy roller, but I'm saying there are so many things that we are entitled to as a being, as somebody who's compassionate and cares about other people and what we do for others in our life, and sacrifices that we've made out of love. And you really need to understand that having that vibration of love for yourself, what could possibly be making you think that's coming from within that you do not deserve all that is coming to you and all that you want? And let me tell you right now, if it's something that somebody told you when you were a child or a teenager or yesterday or 3 months ago or 10 years ago, let me tell you, the quicker you let that thought go out of your mind, the quicker you're going to open up and receive, and you will see magic and miracles happen in your life. Because let me tell you something, if I depended on what I was programmed with, that I would never amount to anything, if I was only as smart as possibly, I don't know, siblings maybe, then I'd have a chance at life. I don't know. I think that it made me more determined to let my light shine and show everybody what I really am capable of. It's anything you can do. Let me tell you something. If I can do it, anybody can do it. We can all do this. We all share this inner knowing. We all share this inner greatness. We all share the ability to let our passion just take us and run with it. And just having love, it's automatic, like all of a sudden, all this wisdom starts flowing through you. So there's your first step. Allow yourself to understand and believe that you are so capable of anything that you put your mind to. As sure as we're sitting here. Look, 10 months ago we said, wouldn't it be great to be able to share this? And I think that that's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, for sure. I just, while you're talking, just all these thoughts are going through my head of, you know, just even on Wednesday mornings, we don't always know what we're going to talk about before we wake up, and then we usually text each other what's going to happen. And even before you
what happened this week?
Yeah, what happened? Where are we going to go? What are we going to do today? And, you know, this morning I had some stuff going on in my own head, and I thought, okay, first thing I'm going to do is clear that. And so I put on YouTube and I Chromecast it up on my TV. And the first one wasn't really speaking to me, so I switched it. And it was another Catherine Ponder. I don't know why she keeps speaking through me while we're doing this. And maybe it's because so many people are looking for prosperity in one way or another, and that we're starting to look, you know, to next year's goals. And this one was about the miracles of love. And so it was interesting because it was like, you know, as we keep saying, love yourself, and then believe in yourself, and then believe that your higher power is speaking through you. And she gives, again, a lot of new affirmations, and she says it like such a prayer with such a passion. And I really feel like that's a really big key to it, because we can all say every day in every way my life is getting better and better. And are we believing that? Probably not. But she's
you have to feel it.
Yeah, she's saying it from this place, and she's got other people in the video saying it with her. But I was like, man, it does feel different when you're starting to just be, you know, get over that you're feeling weird talking to yourself in that moment, and saying these affirmations. Like, really get into it as like you're praying, you're talking to God, and you're talking to God within. And that's part of what believing is. That's part of what we're talking about today. God is within you. How can we think otherwise? Whatever your source is, how does all this flow without having some kind of higher power helping everything out, right? So God is within you. And, you know, I can't remember the real long affirmations. I kind of beat myself up on that. But there's one that says, God prospers me now. And if I just walked around and said that all day long, I can remember it. It's easy, it's catchy, right. You know, and now, I want it now, you know, and whatever it is that we keep putting it off, whether it's the relationship or the jobs, like, oh, it'll come, oh, I have an interview. What if they just called you? What if you just went to the store and, like, there you see them? You know?
Do you understand that you are resisting
Yeah.
the most powerful vibration in the world to open your life to everything you desire by resisting love? And it starts in here.
Inside, you have to love
It
yourself
starts
first.
in here.
Yeah.
And it just, you don't even have to emanate it. There's nothing more powerful than that feeling.
As soon as you do love yourself, though, it magnifies out like a magnet. And that's when all that other good stuff comes in. And, you know, I had the opportunity to, Allison, I think you were with us over the weekend when we did the Secret Santa deliveries. And we took fire trucks and police cars, and we went to 2 little girls' houses that had cancer. And we, you know, their family knows how much they're loved just because we brought out presents and people care about their circumstances. And man, how high was I the rest of that day? I couldn't even, for like 2
Sure.
or 3 days, you're just like, phew, like there's nothing like that. And I know that pretty much anything else I was looking to do was just radiating back in, because I was just so stoked for the rest of the day,
That's right.
the night. And I've had nothing but great opportunities come into my life, you know, this last couple of days.
And Kim
It's
does
awesome.
beautiful things with the A-Team.
Thank
They
you.
went around on a fire engine and brought Santa Claus
Yeah.
around to visit some children
Yeah.
and brighten up their day. I'm sure there are people out there that are caretakers, or you give up your Thanksgiving day and go feed the homeless, go give up your only day off and work in a shelter somewhere. We all have these gifts that we want to do for others. Do for yourself and then do for others.
Yeah.
Think of yourself and then think of others. Every day, look in the mirror and say, I am full of love, which is your heart. And when you want something with your heart and soul, your heart is that love vibration and your soul is that wisdom that is deep in your cellular memory. And I'm telling you, when you feel that high vibration of love, it's like the gates of your cellular wisdom open up and stuff just starts flooding out of you, and there's just no cap in it. And I mean, I just don't know.
Woo!
I don't know
Feel
any
that?
other way to say it,
Yeah.
but it's just like, it just starts happening. Like,
Yeah.
look, I see it every day in here, the people that come through the door, the hugs, the love that's exchanged just
Yeah.
in this environment. I feel it every day, and I have no choice to like bring it to the table and say, once you get a grip and you look at yourself in the morning and you really honor yourself, everything changes. And it's time for you to believe in that magic in your soul and the miracles that you can bring to yourself and bring to others by just putting that love out there. And I say 2017, I know this isn't our last show, we have one more show next week before the new year. 2017, turn that 7 upside down and make it that L, and let's start with love.
Yeah.
Today, be that love today. If you're driving later on, look in the rear view mirror. If you're at work, go in the bathroom, look in that mirror and just say, I love you. You are powerful. You have all that you need to live joyously, courageously, healthy, and divinely guided.
Yeah.
And do it.
And this is what a gift to give yourself during this holiday season, to really own that, because the more of that you can own, the more you'll be able to share with whomever it is that you're looking for, and it'll just keep coming back to you. And that's what I've learned. And then if you're in a circumstance where
Whatever's
that's
happened
not
to you.
working, if
New
it's
job,
not working,
how to move away, waiting for that
Yeah.
love to come into your life. What are you waiting for love to come into your life for?
Yeah.
Have that love.
yeah.
Then
Yeah.
you'll draw it in.
Exactly. So, and that's what we're talking about. And anything that's not serving you, let that go. Let it go.
Look at the last 2 years, 3 years of your life. Go back and rethink about things that have come in and out of your life. Has it helped you to lighten the load? Has it helped you to a little more get on your path of where you want to go?
Yeah. And if
So-
if some of those are maybe even friends and family that you need to let go, and you don't have to be hateful towards anyone whatsoever. It's just a matter of just letting go. Whatever they have to say that is not serving you, just let it go. and just, you know, focus on what is serving you.
That's right.
You know, that I've seen that quite a bit in this last year, and my sphere has gotten warmer and happier, and, you know, more happy times. And I didn't like really cast anyone out, but
That's right.
I'm not letting their stuff in my energy, and as a result, I'm not in it as often.
That's
you know,
right.
there's times where I might have to see people, but for the most part, it's not in my space all the time. And so
That's
I
right.
can be grateful to know that most of the people that I'm spending my time with at this point is who I want to spend time with. We have the same kind of goals and interests and what makes us happy. And
That's
they're
right.
generally grateful to see me, and I'm grateful to see you. And
Start little
that's
by
just
little.
wonderful. Yeah, and my life has definitely, and you guys know, my life has definitely changed, you know, 100% in this past year. And now I see what I'm capable of. I have all
Absolutely.
the love and all the support. Even, I didn't know Phyllis a year ago, right?
That's right.
This time, you know, going into Christmas last year, I did not even know Phyllis.
That's right.
By February, we met and we just connected, and we just
That's right.
went, you know. And
It's like we both put it out there that
Yeah.
we wanted to have somebody to share all these wonderful things and to share together for all of you,
Yeah.
all of these wonderful things that
Yeah.
have come to us in our life this year. I know we've all dealt with it. And start doing little things. Get rid of the news. Stop watching the
Yeah.
news. You know, who wants to be sitting there eating dinner and a 4-year-old got shot? I'm sorry, but like, let go of the news.
Yeah.
Take a rest. Go within. Dim the lights. Light a candle, especially today. Everybody's passing that light on Facebook. Light a candle today, and when you light that candle today, ask for love, ask for joy, ask for peace. Stop with the news. Don't listen to the drama. Somebody's got drama. Shut it off, and really look back in your life at the things that you've let go of this year, and has it helped you get to that next level, because you're not carrying around that dense weight.
yeah,
And make a change this year starting today. You don't have to wait till January 1st.
Yeah.
Today, start that energy rolling. Be in the peace of yourself. Trust you. Trust what you're hearing.
not only that, and we'll talk about this most likely next week too. Just because New Year's Day, first of all, I love this time of year. I love, and somebody else said it to me earlier today, it was Kate, that she's starting to reevaluate or just evaluate things in her life and being mindful of everything. And first of all, I love that. I love that about this time of year. I love coming into Christmas week and thinking like all of the gifts that I've given myself have been all these wonderful friends and everything. And then what do I actually want for myself in this next year? And it doesn't have to happen January 1st. It, you know, it could be January 15th. It could be like whatever. Just know that I want to get to a place of loving myself and calling in the true things that I actually want for myself. And I'm worthy of that. I'm so worthy of what it is that I want.
Yes,
Right?
you are. Yes,
So
you
are you.
are.
And
We
so are you
all
guys.
are. We all are.
Yep.
So we love you. We're bringing today to an end. Definitely be around next week. It'll be our last show of the year, and then we'll see you the beginning of January. We're not taking a day off.
Nope.
Love you. Have
Merry
a wonderful,
Christmas,
wonderful
Happy Hanukkah.
and happy Kwanzaa. Everything that you, whatever you celebrate,
Yep.
may it be the most joyous and peaceful and full of love holiday that you have. Love you.